So, you've never played a JRPG? Or maybe you tried one, bounced off, and think the whole genre isn't for you? Look, I get it. These games can feel intimidating. 100-hour playtimes, complex systems, anime bullshit, whatever your hangup is, I'm here to tell you there's a perfect entry point for you somewhere on this list. We're covering 20 games. Short ones, long ones, turn-based, action, everything. And here's the thing, every single one of these is standalone, no homework required. Let's go. 1. Super Mario RPG, 2023 Remake. Starting with the easiest sell on this entire list, Super Mario RPG. The remake just dropped on Switch, and if you've ever been intimidated by turn-based combat, this is your gateway drug. The timed hit system means you're never just watching battles play out. You're pressing buttons at the right moment when Mario attacks to deal extra damage, or blocking at the perfect time to reduce damage taken. It's active, it's engaging, and honestly, it makes every other turn-based game feel a little boring after this. 10 to 15 hours for the main story, bright, colorful Mario world, zero grinding required. The story is simple. Bowser's castle gets taken over by the Smithy gang, and you team up with Bowser and Peach to fix it. Real talk, this game respects your time in a way most JRPGs don't. If someone tells you turn-based combat is boring, show them this.
Number 2, Ni no Kuni: Wrath of the White Witch. From Mario to Studio Ghibli. Yeah, this one's got that whole hand-drawn animation aesthetic, and it feels like playing a Miyazaki film. Oliver's mom dies, he discovers a parallel fantasy world, and he sets out to save both worlds and maybe bring her back. The hook here is familiars. You catch these little creatures, basically Pokemon, and they fight for you in real-time combat. You're moving around the battlefield, summoning familiars, swapping between them mid-fight. It's cozy. It's melancholic. And Joe Hisaishi did the soundtrack, so yeah, it sounds like a Ghibli movie too. 40 to 50 hours, PS4, Switch, PC. The combat can feel a little clunky early on, but once you get your squad of familiars leveled up, it clicks. And look, if you've ever wanted to live inside a Ghibli world, this is as close as you'll get.
So you want to understand what a classic turn-based JRPG feels like with modern production values? Dragon Quest XI. This is it. You're the luminary, basically the chosen hero, and on your 16th birthday, you find out you're cursed. The king brands you the Darkspawn and throws you in prison. From there, you're gathering a party, uncovering conspiracies, and saving the world. Standard JRPG shit, but executed perfectly. The S Edition, Definitive Edition, is the one you want. Fast-forward battle animation so grinding doesn't suck, play in full 3D, or switch to a 16-bit 2D mode if you want that retro SNES vibe. Orchestral soundtrack, English and Japanese voice acting. This version has everything. 100+ hours for the main story. Real talk, it's long. Some dungeons drag, but if you want to experience pure turn-based combat, select attack, spell, item, ability, this is the gold standard. No gimmicks, just you, your party, and a world to save.
Final Fantasy X is the turn-based game with training wheels. And I mean that as the highest compliment. Titus gets sucked into a time portal and wakes up 1,000 years in the future. He meets Yuna, a summoner on a pilgrimage to stop Sin, this massive monster that's been terrorizing the world. The story gets heavy. Religion, sacrifice, identity. By the end, you'll be thinking about this one for weeks. The conditional turn-based system shows you the exact turn order on screen. You can see who goes next, plan your move, and take as long as you want. You can literally pause mid-battle, leave the game, come back hours later, nothing changes. And party swapping is free, so you're encouraged to use your entire roster instead of benching half your team. 40 to 50 hours, available on everything: PS2, PS4, Switch, Xbox, PC. The voice acting is divisive. Some people hate it, I think it adds charm. The sphere grid progression system looks complicated, but it's actually hard to screw up. If you want tactical turn-based combat that never feels overwhelming, this is your game.
Number 5, Ni no Kuni 2: Revenant Kingdom. From the first Ni no Kuni's melancholy to this, Ni no Kuni 2 is aggressively optimistic. Young King Evan gets overthrown in a coup. Instead of fighting to reclaim his throne, he decides to build a brand new kingdom where everyone, humans, cat people, outcasts, can live together in peace. And you actually do it. You recruit citizens, upgrade your town, unlock new story content. The kingdom building loop is addictive. Combat is real-time action, fast, flashy, but not overwhelming. 30 to 40 hours for the main story, which is way more digestible than the first game's 50+ hours. And here's the thing. This story is genuinely feel-good.
No tragic deaths, no dark twists, just you and your friends building something better. Real talk, if you're burned out on dark, edgy JRPGs, this is the antidote. It's sunshine in game form.
All right, so you're ready to graduate from turn-based into action combat. Tales of Vesperia is your first step. Yuri Lowell, cynical ex-knight, just wants to fix the stolen Blastia core from his poor neighborhood. That spirals into a massive conspiracy involving the Empire, ancient weapons, and world-ending threats. Standard JRPG escalation, but Yuri is one of the best protagonists in the genre. He's an adult. He makes morally gray decisions. He's not some wide-eyed teenager. The linear motion battle system means you control one character in real time, stringing combo attacks and special moves. It's not button mashy. There's strategy in timing your artes and managing your party, but it feels responsive. Combos chain smoothly. It never feels clunky. 40 to 50 hours, the definitive edition includes new playable characters and content from the Japanese PS3 version. And the skit system, optional, fully voiced conversations, fleshes out your party in a way that feels organic. No series knowledge required. Standalone story. If you want your first action JRPG, this is it.
Number 7. Tales of Arise. From Vesperia's deliberate combat to this, Tales of Arise is fast. Alphen can't feel pain. Shion hurts anyone who touches her. They're the perfect pair, literally the only people who can help each other, and together they lead a revolution across the world of Dana to overthrow 5 tyrannical lords. Combat is flashier than Vesperia. Combos chain rapidly, perfect dodges feel great, and the boost attack system is genius. Each party member has a special move that counters specific enemy types. Flying enemy annoying you? Tap a button, the right party member auto-counters. Accessibility done right. 40 to 50 hours, modern production values, fantastic tutorials that teach you combat gradually. And here's the thing, Alphen and Shion's relationship is the emotional core. You'll care about them quickly. Real talk. The back half drags a little. Some story beats feel repetitive, but the combat is so satisfying that you'll keep playing just for the battles.
Number 8. YS8 Lacrimosa of Dana. If someone tells you they love action games but hate JRPGs, show them Ys 8. This is your sneakiest gateway drug. Adol gets shipwrecked on a cursed island. He rescues other survivors, builds Castaway Village as a base, and discovers the island holds world-altering secrets. Meanwhile, he's dreaming of a mysterious blue-haired girl named Dana from a different era. The combat is fast. Slash, dodge, trigger flash guard for slow motion windows, and massive damage. Party swapping is instant. Each character has different attack types, and you're cycling through them to hit enemy weaknesses. 30 to 35 hours of pure adventure with minimal story slowdown. No series knowledge needed. The Ys numbering is misleading. Every game is standalone, and the village building hook feeds into story progression. Rescuing castaways unlocks new party members and abilities. Real talk, this feels more like an action game than a JRPG. If you want fast, engaging combat with minimal downtime, this delivers.
Number 9. Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. This is the gateway tactics game. Not Fire Emblem complexity, not pure action. The sweet spot. Gallia gets invaded for its Ragnite supply. Welkin Gunther, a university student, gets drafted and ends up leading Squad 7, a ragtag militia. The story is about war, propaganda, and a conspiracy bigger than a simple invasion. The Blitz system is genius. Your turn starts with a top-down strategic map. You spend command points to select a soldier, the camera zooms behind them in third person, and you directly control them moving around the battlefield in real time. It's tactical strategy meets action game. No overwhelming menus. Instead of menu-driven tactics that feel slow, you're directly executing the plan. 30 to 40 hours, cel-shaded art style that still looks gorgeous. And the potential system means each soldier has unique personality quirks. A sniper might get a damage boost near allies, or lose accuracy in pollen-heavy areas. If you've been intimidated by Fire Emblem, try this first.
Golden Sun has Zelda's puzzle exploration DNA mixed with smart turn-based combat. And it's on Nintendo Switch Online now, so you can play both games easily. Isaac guards the secrets of alchemy in his village. Mysterious figures raid and steal the elemental stars needed to break the seal. Isaac sets out to stop them from lighting 4 elemental lighthouses and unleashing alchemy, which could destroy the world. The Djinn system is satisfying. You collect elemental creatures throughout the world, equip them to party members, and they boost stats and change character classes. New spells, new abilities. But here's the risk-reward. Unleash your Djinn to perform massive screen-filling summons, but you lose your stat boosts temporarily. Half the game is environmental puzzles using magic outside combat. Move spell to push pillars, whirlwind to clear vines, reveal to find hidden doorways. Makes the world feel interactive. 25 to 30 hours per game. Classic turn-based combat. Exploiting weaknesses, managing your party, it's all straightforward. Real talk, the second game has some frustrating backtracking, but the first one is damn near perfect.
I am Setsuna. Love Chrono Trigger? This is a modern love letter to it. And Nier is a masked mercenary sent to assassinate a young woman named Setsuna. But when he finds her, he learns she's a willing sacrifice on a pilgrimage to appease the monsters plaguing the land. Instead of killing her, he becomes her protector. The active time battle system is straight Chrono Trigger. Visible turn order, double and triple tech combos where party members combine attacks. The momentum system adds depth. Characters build charges as they fight, and you spend them to enhance attacks. More damage, better healing, status effects, 20 to 25 hours. Snow-covered world, solo piano soundtrack. It's melancholic, beautiful. And here's the thing, that short runtime is perfect for people worried about time investment. No bloat, every scene matters. Real talk, the story can feel a little too sad. It's not a feel-good adventure. But if you want Chrono Trigger vibes in a modern package, this is it.
Number 12, The World Ends With You Final Remix. From fantasy to modern-day Tokyo, this game doesn't feel like a traditional JRPG at all, and that's the point. Neku wakes up dead in Shibuya. He's forced into the Reaper's game, a 7-day trial where he and a partner must complete bizarre missions or face erasure from existence. Youth culture, fashion, music, attitude, it oozes style. The pin system. You equip psychic power pins that activate with different gestures. Swipe, point the Joy-Con, tap the screen. Create a customizable deck of powers that combo together. Combat feels rhythmic and satisfying once you grasp it. 20 to 30 hours. Tight pacing, the game is stylish. Fashion system, character customization, iconic soundtrack. And here's the hook. This appeals to people who want something different from Swords and Castles. Real talk, the Switch controls take getting used to. The original DS version used dual screens, and the translation to Switch isn't perfect, but once you adapt, this game is cool.
Number 13, Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yakuza meets Dragon Quest. No, seriously. Ichiban Kasuga spends 18 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit. He's released to find the Yakuza clan he sacrificed his life for is dissolved, and the man he idolized has betrayed him. He's shot, left for dead in Yokohama, and has to rebuild his life from scratch. The combat is turn-based RPG battles, but Ichiban sees street brawls as Dragon Quest battles. His favorite game is Dragon Quest, so enemies literally appear on a battlefield grid. Your party uses spells like calling a flock of pigeons or splashing hot water. It's hilarious. It's charming. It's fresh. Job system with 18 different jobs: chef, breakdancer, homeless guy. Switch between them to adapt your combat style. And the relationship system build bonds with party members through hangouts. Stronger bonds unlock new jobs and scenes. 50 to 75 hours, no series knowledge required. First Yakuza with a new protagonist. And despite the long runtime, the writing is so strong that pacing feels great. Every chapter ends with a plot twist. If you love character-driven stories and silly humor mixed with serious crime drama, you'll be hooked.
Number 14, Nier Automata. Platinum Games handles combat. That should tell you everything. Android soldiers 2B and 9S fight machine life forms on a ruined Earth while humanity hides on the moon. Their mission? Reclaim the planet. But nothing is as simple as it seems. And the more they learn, the more they question their purpose and existence. The combat feels polished, responsive, flashy from minute one. Third-person action, top-down twin-stick shooter, 2.5D side-scroller. Combat constantly shifts to keep things fresh. And here's the thing. Routes A, B, and C aren't replays. Route B tells the same events from a different character's perspective with completely different gameplay. Route C is entirely new content. 25 hours for Route A, 35 plus for all 3 main routes, 40 to 60 hours for all endings. And the story tackles themes of identity, purpose, consciousness in a way that feels organic to the gameplay. By the end, you'll be thinking about this for weeks. Multiple difficulty settings, you can always lower difficulty mid-combat. Real talk, some side quests are tedious, but the main story and combat are so good that you'll forgive it.
Number 15, Star Ocean, the second story R. Choose your protagonist, Claude, a Federation officer stranded on a medieval planet, or Rena, a girl from that planet with mysterious healing powers. Your choice affects which characters you join, which story scenes play out, and the ending you get. 2 completely different playthroughs are worth it. The break system is satisfying. Every enemy has a break meter shown as shields. Deplete it and the enemy stuns, giving you breathing room. You're controlling the fight's rhythm. Assault actions let you call in reserve party members for powerful single attacks mid-combo. And perfect dodge. Time your dodge right and you avoid damage entirely. Plus, your counter hits harder. 40 to 50 hours per playthrough. Beautiful 2.5D world, Octopath Traveler-style environments with 2D pixel sprites moving through 3D spaces. Deep but optional item creation system. You can ignore crafting entirely, or you can break the game with perfect gear. Real talk, the private action system affects relationships and story, but it's not always clear which choices matter. You might miss content without a guide, but the combat is so fun that you'll want to replay it anyway.
16. Metaphor ReFantazio, made by the Persona 3, 4, 5 team at Atlas. But instead of modern-day school, it's a fantasy kingdom. Same engaging social systems, but a fresh backdrop. The king is assassinated, and an ancient law triggers a nationwide tournament for the throne. Anyone can compete if they gain public support. You're a boy from a persecuted tribe, traveling with a fairy companion to run for king while lifting a curse from your childhood friend, the Lost Prince. The archetype system is jobs. Change your party's classes to adapt to challenges. Follower bonds unlock new archetypes and story content, basically social links in a fantasy setting. And the dual combat modes. Weak trash mobs get real-time action mode, tough enemies get menu-driven strategic combat, best of both worlds. 60 to 65 hours for the main story, shorter than Persona 5's 100+, making it more accessible. Calendar structure with travel between locations. Spend downtime exploring, hanging out with followers, or completing bounty quests. Real talk, the calendar system can feel restrictive. You'll miss content on your first playthrough, but the story is so engaging that you'll want to replay it anyway.
17. Persona 4 Golden. Mystery, friendship, and the supernatural. You move to a quiet town called Inaba. A series of bizarre murders coincide with a strange rumor. A midnight channel appears on TV screens during rainy nights. You and friends discover you can enter the TV world and rescue victims before they're killed by twisted versions of their inner demons. Social links drive your power. Building friendships isn't just an area of flavor, it directly impacts how strong your personas can become when you fuse them. The game mechanically rewards connection, and the murder mystery hook is immediately engaging. Each case has its own mystery, and you're constantly finding clues and connecting dots. 60 to 70 hours. Life sim plus dungeon crawling. Spend time managing school, part-time jobs, raising social stats, and hanging out with friends. When dungeons unlock, you delve deep. The rhythm keeps pacing fresh. Golden editions include new social links, new content, and an entire extra semester of story. This is the definitive version. And Inaba, a quiet mountain town, feels cozier and less sprawling than other Persona games, which can feel less overwhelming for newcomers.
Number 18. Persona 5 Royal, the most stylish JRPG ever made. You're falsely accused of a crime and sent to Tokyo on probation. While there, you discover the metaverse, a cognitive world shaped by corrupt adults' twisted desires. You and friends form the Phantom Thieves, infiltrating palaces to steal the treasure at their core, forcing corrupt adults to confess their crimes and change their hearts. Everything oozes personality and style, menus, UI, music, character designs. It's hard not to get caught up in the game's confidence and charm. Social links unlock new Persona fusion recipes and story content. Friendship has mechanical weight, 100+ hours.
Royal adds a new party member, a new story arc, and significant playtime. And despite the 100+ hour runtime, pacing is so well crafted that hours fly by. Multiple difficulty settings from easy to hard, game respects your preference. Real talk, this is long. Some palaces drag. But the story is so engaging and the social system so addictive that you'll want to see it through. If you're intimidated by long games, trust that this one knows how to hold your attention for every hour.
19. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Cloud Strife, a former elite soldier turned mercenary, is hired by eco-terrorist group Avalanche to blow up a Mako reactor. This simple job spirals into a conspiracy involving Cloud's fragmented memory and a threat to all existence. The remake covers only the Midgar section of the original game, but expands it to a full 30 to 40 hour adventure. Hybrid combat, real-time movement and positioning, but attacking fills your ATB gauge. Once full, you trigger tactical mode, time slows to a crawl, and you're back in a classic menu-driven FF battle, choosing spells and abilities. Best of both worlds. Party swapping between Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, and Aerith. Each plays completely differently. Graphics, voice acting, orchestral score, all AAA quality. Game feels current and polished. And the difficulty options? Classic mode for turn-based only, easy, normal, hard, hard plus. You can tune the experience to your skill level. Real talk, the remake only covers Midgar. If you want the full story, you'll need to wait for part 2 and beyond. But this is focused and digestible. 30 to 40 hours is manageable. This is what a modern Final Fantasy remake feels like. The hybrid combat teaches you action game fundamentals while keeping strategic depth.
Number 20. Chrono Trigger. If you're going to play just one game to decide if you like JRPGs, this is it. Chrono bumps into a mysterious girl named Marl at the Millennial Fair. When his best friend Luca's teleportation machine malfunctions, Marl gets sucked into a time portal. Chrono, Luca, and her follow her, and their attempt to rescue her kicks off an adventure spanning all of human history, from prehistoric dinosaurs to a post-apocalyptic future to the very end of time itself, to stop a planet-destroying parasite called Lavos. 20 to 25 hours with zero fat, no grinding, no filler quests, no unnecessary side content. Every moment pushes the story and adventure forward. Game respects your time in a way that's almost shocking. Active time battle with depth. Enemies appear on the field, battles happen where you stand, turn order is visible. Double and triple techs encourage tactical positioning and party synergy. 12+ endings, based on when you fight the final boss, what quests you complete, and character relationships. Encourages replays. Chrono, Marl, Luca, Frog, Robo, Ayla, Magus. Instantly likable and memorable. Their relationships feel earned, not forced. And despite being 30 years old, the art style holds up beautifully. Doesn't feel dated. Now available on multiple platforms. DS, PC, mobile, with Switch ports in some regions. Pacing, characters, story, combat, everything is absolutely perfect. It's the gold standard for a reason.
20 games. Short ones, long ones, turn-based, action, everything. If you made it this far and still think JRPGs aren't for you, I don't know what to tell you. Pick one. Anyone. Start there. And if you want more recommendations, drop a comment. I got you. See you in the next one.